Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're playing Hearts of Iron 3 BlackIce mod version 911 with GGA, TRE, UTR, and TDW. And let's continue this. It is 22 September 1937 and we are increasing our industrial base output as well. Okay, let's continue. Let's do this. Alright. And let's go. Okay, very good. Excuse me. What does Bulgaria want? Bulgaria would like money for a little bit of rares. No. Not right now. Okay. Almost 50,000 supplies. Right. And Air Force HQ was stolen. Unknown spies. Oh, we have 10 domestic. First Royal Marine Division. Okay, we're no longer receiving rares. And Finland. Yes, we will get you your rares. Okay, we have some stab JG 134, and I'm gonna put these guys down in Stuttgart. Sperry, no, we're not gonna go with you. We're gonna change. Fill me out with. We're gonna give this to Gehring, and we're gonna put. Fill me in charge of you. Not going to go ahead and add them to a unit just yet. And we're gonna take these guys back to East Prussia. We're gonna continue this. Okay, we're losing oil now. Armored HQ advance, very good. We're gonna stop that one just for now. And we're gonna come up here and do ammunition capacity. And we have a decision here. Study level 1 armor HQ. Okay, yes. Forming 2 Panzer Army Corps HQs. Formed in Magdeburg. Okay, very good. And they're here and here. Alright, they will become very, very important in the upcoming campaigns. I'm going to go to my production. And yes, better do something about that for sure. Getting that. Yeah. Increasing our spies. Latvia. No, we don't need your rares. Okay. And industrial capacity has been built in Braunschweig. Okay. Got one more coming. Wish I wouldn't actually did that. And we have more spies taking our stuff. Okay. Hopefully we stop them soon. And second U flotilla Salzwedel rebuild the second U-boat flotilla. Yes. Ford Works. Ford I Am Build is the Ford company's German magazine. It is published with focus on the cars made in 2 manufacturing locations, Cologne and Berlin. Very nice. Inside the Ford I Am Build, information on Ford cars with technical details, news, the latest technical developments, the company and its people. This will help the company sell more cars and trucks and make better products. Okay, yes, these are very, very good pictures. And tourists in Germany. Our campaign to encourage foreign tourists to visit Germany has improved many people's views of the Reich and increased our foreign currency reserves. Gain some money and air bases in northern Germany. We'll come down here and move these straight to the top. And yeah, I guess we'll move that one up there too. It's almost completed. And we'll come here and the Italians. Yeah. It's just a little bit, but we'll do it because we want to increase our relations with the Italianos.
Okay, it is October 3rd, 1937, and 1, 2, and 3 Standarten SS Totenkopf Verband SS Deathhead units. 1 SS Totenkopf Standard, later Totenkopf Infantry Regiment 1, formed in autumn 39 with HQ, and 3 battalions as part of the SS Totenkopf Division. 2 SS Totenkopf Standarten, later Totenkopf Infantry Regiment 2, formed in autumn 39 with an HQ and 3 battalions. As part of the SS Totenkopf Division 3, later Totenkopf Infantry Regiment 3, formed in autumn 1939 with an HQ and 3 battalions, personnel for which came in part from the former 3 SS Totenkopf Standarten Thüringen. As part of SS Totenkopf Division, it also absorbed the infantry from former SS Heimwehr Danzig. Important, this division has a long event chain of refits and upgrades, so be aware that removing units or renaming any of the brigades will stop these events occurring. Okay, excellent. And there. Here? Yes. NS DAPAO India. Should we expand our activities in India? India is a major factor in British power. Increasing our activities there could create a feeling of amability towards Germans and Germany in general. Hopefully it will convince as many foreigners as possible that the NSDAP was the right choice for Germany, and as a result the rest of the world. AO is the abbreviation of the German word Ausland Organization, English Foreign Organization, and membership is only open to German nationals. And yes, we will expand this, and this is this guy was the leader of this first Standarten, and also he was in charge of all 3, plus this 1 division. Okay, we'll go with a lower ranking guy, well, maybe a 1. See if we got a SS level 1 guy. Maybe. What about Herman? Yeah. And we'll put Ike in charge, because he was. And we'll attach these to SS Amt. And
Hasselmeyer is still in charge. Okay. And we got some dissent brewing. Okay, let's continue. It's this. Try to get into the next year.
Okay, we got a division or a overproduction and a decision.
Third U flotilla. Third Unterseeboot Flotilla Los was founded on 4 October 1937 under the command of Captain Hans Ackermann. Oberlieutenant Z.S. Johannes Loos was, during World War I, commander of UC-75 and UB-57. He sank on 15 patrols 76 ships with a total of 148,677 tons, and the British sloop HMS Lavender, 1,200 tons. He died on 14 August 1918 when his U-boat 57 was sunk by a mine. Okay, and yes, we will form this famous U-boat division. And yeah, we'll put them in front of that. And let's continue. We're losing just a little bit of oil. Yeah, let's see if we can sell some supplies to the US. And they need some supplies anyways. And let's see if we can. Romania. We'll sell them 7 supplies. We'll do 6. Belgium. You need some supplies. And they don't want to buy any. Colombia. Norway. You don't want to buy any. New Zealand. Bermomo. Spanish state. Will you buy some? No. South Africa. Soviet Union, do you have any money? You have a little bit of money. Okay. Well, let's buy some oil from the Soviets. Okay, let's continue. We're building up our relations with both the US and the Soviets because we want to keep them on our side. And we'll deploy this fighter to the stub. Really need to drop this down. Okay. Yeah, let's go down to 105. That works for me. That way we're starting to get into these. Get those done as soon as possible.
Direct fire unit training advance, very good. And we'll stop that one.
That's a 38. And I advise you at this point in time, if you followed, watch the playthrough and you followed what I've done, I would keep an eye on this. Don't want to go over 450. So when it gets close, you might want to change your laws and your politics tab. Okay, well, let's go and work on aerial mines. Yes, we want to build up our air force, be very strong, and to dominate the skies over our battlefields, because we are going to definitely need those. We're at 385 here, 387, it just rose, and I'm sure it's gonna rise. It's gonna rise a lot here pretty quick. Okay, Ecuador, Soviets, Yugoslavia, no. No, we're gonna direct fire unit command and control. We're gonna stop that one. And well, let's go battle commanders. Yes. Okay, Uruguay, 434. Ecuador, 443. Yeah, we'll go with the Soviets. I got a pretty good amount of 403, 328. Okay. Upgrade 20th Infantry Division, 13th, 2nd, and form the 1st Light Brigade. Okay. All right. As you can see here, this is I would say Operation Barbarossa picture. There's looks like a long-barreled Panzer III with a 50 centimeter. Okay, first Licht Brigade was a mechanized unit established in October 1937 in Wuppertal, in imitation of the French Division Legre Mécanique (DLM), intended to take on the roles of army-level reconnaissance and security that had traditionally been the responsibility of cavalry. It included mechanized recon units, motorized infantry, and a battalion of tanks. In 1938, it was enlarged to become the 1st Licht Division, sometimes described as light mechanized or light panzer, to distinguish it from the later light infantry divisions. In 1939, the division fought in the invasion of Poland due to shortcomings that the campaign revealed in the organization of the light divisions. It was reorganized as the 6th Panzer Division afterwards in October 1939. Okay, we're gonna form this. 2nd Infantry Division motorized. The first 4 motorized divisions, 2, 13, 20, and 29, were directly upgraded from infantry divisions during 1937 to 1939, so they kept most of their features of their parent ones. Each motorized infantry division had 3 motorized infantry regiments plus 1 motorized artillery regiment as its major combat components. The division also had other supportive units. 2nd Infantry Division will be refitting at her barracks in Stettin. Okay. And I'm not going to read this again. The 13th Infantry Division motorized will be refitting at her barracks in Magdeburg. 20th Infantry Division will be refitting at her barracks in Hamburg. Okay, very nice pictures. And we'll come down here. And they are down here. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's put them. Well, let's start this over. I'll put these guys down at the bottom and Okay, that works for me. Want to get the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau producing as soon as possible. That way I can kind of compete with the Royal Navy for a bit. And we'll leave that there. And no, Argentina, we don't need yours. And Japan, no. Want to keep them nations with enough resources to defend themselves, produce units, and whatnot, just in case they join the Axis later in the war. Gun ability, twin engine planes, advance. And we're going to continue that one. Okay.
And we should be getting an event here fairly quick.
Ah, yes. Okay. This is not a bug. Gamer1745, developer of TRE. This is his event, and he has not written a description of this event. And this is essentially he's the Grand Mufti of Palestine. And he's a Hasidic Jew. And the Hasidic Jews, or Jews in general, who either migrated or were down here, I believe it was the migrated ones, from Germany, either used a front nation or bought land from the Arabs outright. And this guy was involved in causing dissent and getting the Arabs riled up. So, and at this time, after World War I and the loss of the Ottoman Empire, the Turks were obliged, more or less, to give up this region between France and Britain. And France created Syria, and Britain created Palestinian, Jordanian territories. So these two Entente nations of the First World War are still in charge of these nations, but they do have a lot of autonomy, running their own governments. But the French and British are, more or less, they have the last say. And so the Jews migrating down here start buying all this land up, and the Arabs feel that they're being deceived by the Jews. You know, they're being the land's being stolen, blah blah blah. So the Mufti riles the people up even more than what they were before, and these small skirmishes, wars break out. And so what the Jews have to do when they build these new territories or cities or whatever, they have to build these walls around them, protect them, and they fill them up with sand here, and the Arabs are taking pot shots at them or whatnot. So they're essentially barricading themselves in to protect themselves. And this goes on for quite some time. I don't necessarily know what happened. I think maybe the British and French got him to stop, and the Grand Mufti is trying to get more and more support from Germany. He's going on these diplomatic missions to Germany to talk to Hitler and whatnot. So, and later, when the Iraqis invade and overthrow the pro-British government here with the Mufti's help, during the little war between Iraq and the Allies, you know, they defeat the Iraqis and reinstall the pro-British government. But the Mufti, he escapes to Germany and comes here to the Balkans, because this is all occupied territory. And he sets up what is later be known as Muslim divisions, brigades, and whatnot in the Balkans. And these Muslim divisions are used here primarily, I believe, only in this area, and they're used to fight the Yugoslavian partisans. And I don't know what happens to him at the end of the war. I don't know whether he's captured, executed, or whatnot. So, okay, we're gonna support this. The Germans, I don't necessarily know if they did support this, but they were. I believe they were involved in this in some form or fashion. Okay, we're gonna support this, and we're gonna continue. So there's a little bit of did you know information. The best of my knowledge, I can remember. Detailed that. So. Okay, we have another decision. Alright, I'm looking for something, so hold on a second. I'm getting tired, ready for bed. It's been a hot ass week. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's check out this decision. Black Regiment Goring. Regiment began the war with Black Regiment General Goring. The regiment began the war with Stab 1 and 4 and Watch Battalion in Berlin Reinickendorf. 2 more units were formed on 8/26/1939. Reserve Schweinwerfer, Abteilung General Goring, and a 14 Eisb battery with 105mm guns. Okay, this is from one of the flak towers in Berlin. There's the radar flak tower, and then this is the flak tower with the AA guns on it. Okay, you can either go no need or keep Goring happy. We're going to keep Goring happy. And we come down here in the production, and it's an almost completed flak regimental General Goring. That was the decision or event that I was looking for in the last episode, but I forgot it doesn't happen till October. Okay, we're gonna come here and get this in GG 134 in Stuttgart. I hope you guys are having a good time with this playthrough, because I am. Yeah, I can't even say that. The magazine shows the workings of the 4-year plan and helps the coordinators and planners keep in sync with each other. This will help our industry and resources grow. And we gain organization and popularity at the price of a little bit of supplies. And our industry is up. IC is up to 387. Like I said, keep an eye on that, because it's going to grow here substantially on that building air bases in northern Germany goes off. Okay, cruiser fire control system advance. And that one is grayed out. And we're gonna go to self-sealing fuel tanks. Yes. And we're up to 35 spies. We're gonna let that continue to grow. And Volksbund NSSAP, Volksbund National Socialist Schweizer Arbeiter Party, National Socialist Swiss Workers' Party was founded in 1933 by Ernst Leonhard and Emil Sonderegger, who died in 1934, former members of the National Front. On 1st of July 1938, the Swiss government forbade the use of non-Swiss symbols for Swiss parties. Postcards seen above of the NSSAP Volksbund with governmental swastika band stamps. Okay. So the Swiss nationals couldn't put swastikas on their uniforms or anything like that, but German nationals could. So, yes, we're going to support them. Don't know if we're going to invade, but I should, because that's going to free up a bunch of battalion units. But I don't know. We're going to try to keep this as historical as we can. Okay, Frank battles Czech police. During a speech by Konrad Henlein in local theater in Teplice, a town in Czechoslovakia, Sudeten Party deputy leader Karl Frank provoked a conflict with government officials. Frank battled the Czech police assistants. Frank battled the Czech police assistants present at the meeting. Deputy leader Karl Hermann Frank is the leader of the extreme faction of Sudeten Deutsche Party and elected members of Czechoslovakia Parliament. German diplomacy used the incident for propaganda campaign against Czechoslovakia. Okay, and things are really starting to heat up now. It's starting to get really bad in Czechoslovakia and especially in the Sudetenland. So you're going to start seeing a lot more events pop up. And good. Okay, and I believe Flak Regiment Goering. We're going to put these guys here. And you see you get a paratroopers unit, brigade, motorcycle recon detachment, heavy AA, the light AA version, and German light transport. So these guys, and motorcycle can be para-dropped. So you could create para HQ, this, and this would be not a very powerful combat unit, but it would still be pretty decent. You cannot airdrop these, or these, I believe. So we're gonna detach him, and we're gonna give it to the actual commander of this unit, Vac von Axelhelm. He was the leader of the unit for large majority of its creation or combat status or whatever. Okay, continuing. And there's a lot of funding going in from Germany into the Sudeten Deutsches Party. I mean, they're secretly smuggling in guns, embezzling money, wiring money to them, that sort of thing. So, Germans are really ramping up their deception and aggression towards the Czechoslovakian nation here. It's becoming more and more clear every day as every day passes that Germany is going to take this one way or another. Okay, we just got a bunch more industrial capacity laid down, and come next in 3 months we're gonna add the last 7 or so I see. Okay. Alright, small ship class advance. Very good. And we're gonna go with twin engine Bombay. And you see with that event from that pilot guy dying, give us a bunch of gain with that tag. Albert Leo Schlager, the three-masted training ship, was launched with the name Albert Leo Schlagetter on 30 October 1937 at Blom and Voss in Hamburg for the German Navy Kriegsmarine. Her first commander was Bernard Roge. It is a sister ship of Gorch-Fock, the horse vessel, and the Romanian training vessel Mercia. Another sister, Herbert Noricus, was not completed, while Gorch-Fock the second was built in 1958 by the Germans to replace the ships lost after the war. The ship was named after Albert Leo Schlagetter, who was executed in 1923 by French forces occupying the Ruhr area. Okay, and with this we gain some leadership at the cost of some money, metal, supplies, and energy. And we will definitely take that for sure. That's a good trade-off, for sure. Luxembourg, no. Austria, no. Yeah, we'll do this one. And we have more leadership. Costa Rica, no. 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 More leadership. And it's not a lot, but it's just enough. Well, let's start working on the cruiser damage control. Get them bad boys up and running. We take on the RN with our Italian counterparts.
Okay, aircraft carrier armor advance, and we're gonna stop that one. We'll come back to that later on.
Okay, well, let's start working on this one. And Unterseeboot Schulflottille, Schulverband der Unterseeboot School Association of the Submarine School. You Germans, you guys have a really over literalization of just everything. It was founded in 1935 in Kiel. There are plans to expand and move the school to Neustadt in Holstein and rename it Unterseeboot Schulflottille under the command of Captain Lieutenant Heinz Bedouin. This will add more training subs to the fleet. Should we do this? You can either do it or save money and supplies. We're going to expand the school. And you get these coastal subs here. These are really, really old. They're more like World War I's school boats, and we're going to move it to here. Because that's where the school was. And Cosium, no. Nope. Yeah, we'll buy it. That'll probably be the last bit of Greece. No. Yeah, we'll buy some rares from, oh damn it, from Brazil. Okay, we got 40 spies now. We're at 396 with our ICs. Like I said, keep an eye on that. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow a lot here, pretty quick. And then by the midpoint in this month, okay, the Soviet Union Yeah, we'll buy crude from you. Okay. Damn it, I had a scan running. Okay, Anti Comintern Pact. Italy's signing of the Anti Comintern Pact on 6 November 1937 cemented the unity of fascist and Nazi ideologies. This pact emphasized the ideological union of Germany, Italy, and Japan against the spread of communism. By the end of 1937, Roosevelt concluded that the Anti-Comintern Pact between Germany, Japan, and Italy was aimed at world conquest, while the Munich Agreement and the November 1938 Kristallnacht convinced Roosevelt that Hitler's aims were unlimited and that Nazi Germany could be stopped only by a credibly threatened force. Yeah, I don't like FDR. I think he was just a piece of shit. By late 1937, the American assumptions that had given to the Orange Planning its prime importance during the past decade and a half had become undoubtful validity. International events had created a situation that made it increasingly unlikely that a war between the United States and Japan could be limited to these two nations. Threats of direct acts of aggression were the order of the day in Europe and Asia. Great Britain and France, still suffering from the prolonged economic crisis of the early 1930s and weakened by domestic conflicts, remained passive in the face of this threat, seeking to avert armed conflict by a policy of appeasement. We can either go stop the Bolsheviks or have other plans for Italy, and we're gonna go stop the Bolsheviks. Because we want this to be as historical as possible. Alright, just give me a second, I'm gonna put some medicine in my mouth and until it dissolves. Okay. We have 42 spies. And Italy. Okay. Yeah. Yep. They don't want to buy any. Nicaragua. Nope. Soviets. Australia. Sweden. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we're at 410 now with IC. Keep an eye on this. Now it's up at 412. Latvia. No. Well, we're gonna. We're really gonna think about dropping that down for sure, because that's getting really, really close to 450. We'll let it go for a couple more days. I don't know. Yeah, keep an eye on that. Okay, Ecuador. No, we don't need rares. We're gonna let that drop down a little bit, take a hit on it. D4. I want to check my technology. April. Okay. I'm gonna drop it down because Mexico. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop it down to full mobilization. So I do not want to get hit with that penalty. I'm trying to avoid that penalty. Okay, no, we won't need your rares now. Till at least 38. Okay. And I'm gonna try not to annex all of Czechoslovakia until 39, at least March 39. Okay. We have a little bit more leadership for research here. Well, let's go and start working on our fighter planes. Get those up and running.
Yeah, you want to keep an eye. You don't want to get hit with these penalties because they last until 1940, I believe, or until you capture one of those cities. That there's a list of 3 cities. I think you have to capture all of them, or one of them, or I don't necessarily know right offhand what you need to do, but yes, keep an eye on, because those penalties. Yeah, they take a toll on your resources, your supplies, your money, all kinds of stuff. So, do not want that dissent. Okay, mediation for the Sino-Japanese conflict. The Japanese invasion of China violates Anti Comintern Pact and. Okay, so they're breaking out a little bit, not too much. And will destroy the political stability of China. We must fight the common enemy, communism, or Asian affairs don't matter. We're gonna go Asian affairs don't matter to me, because at this point in time, the
Japanese, with the signing of the Anti Comintern Pact, came to Germany and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, guys! We signed this pact with you. You need to get your advisors out of China because we want to take China." Because at this time, the Germans have military advisors there, and the Chinese have military advisors in Germany. And they say, hey, you know, for us to continue the Anti Comintern Pact, you need to get your advisors out because we want China. And the Germans go, okay, because you guys are going to be a better military partner than the actual Chinese. So. Yeah, I wonder if I can get my game to last until 45, or will I get stomped out?
So we got the Japanese out in China.
They're doing okay, I guess. I guess this would be an actual thing that happened. I want them to break out. Damage control system advance. Okay, we'll stop that one. And yeah, let's start working on this. We want to be able to do minor naval invasions, nothing major until later on. And how are the Spanish doing? Okay, yep. That's about right. Except for Madrid was encircled and cut off. And yeah, China had trouble with Japan had trouble with the Chinese. So, yeah, I can see that. Need them to break out, though. They need to do a little bit better than this. I'd like to see them do some more naval invasions down here. Like what really happened. And fire control solution advance. Okay, cool. Yes, that's the small boats, I believe. Yes, it's grayed out. And, oh, damn it. Okay. That's gotta go at the bottom. Alright. Did the wrong ones. I was looking at the wrong one. I do that quite often on the scripting. So, you guys can play however you want. I like to write it down and follow it. Makes it a little bit easier for me, minus stupid little mess ups like that. Okay, we're almost at 10,000 money. Got a lot of supplies coming out, producing. Okay, we have a decision here. Exchange IC for resources. This is for like emergency situations, more or less. Because if you look, it's gonna cost you. You get 250 rares at the cost of 2,000 supplies and 10,000 money, and the cost of -5% IC until May 29, 1938. And you get plus 2% rares. And it's like that with all these. It's just not worth it unless you're like in the dying throes of the war. Like you need oil. We're gonna go not worth it. And spotting advance. And we're gonna stop that one. And we're going to go small fuel tank research. And double check that. Make sure I clicked on the right one. Okay. November 30th, 1937. And we're going into December. It's about to be a new year. 1938. It's a big year, guys.
Okay. Flieger School 1, the fighter pilot school, Jagdflieger School was formed in November 1937. On 17 December 1941, an operational squadron Einsatzstaffel was formed. The entire school was renamed on 15 December 1942. It became Jagdgeschwader 101. Okay. Yes. Turn manpower back to pool. Gain 5. Very nice. Okay, and see our consumer goods drop down. Very nice. We'll let that go for a little bit. That plus 5. And December 3rd, 90+% officers and rising. Descent's going down. Gaining unity. 378 is our ICs. Still getting a shit ton of oil. Quite a bit of resources. Steel, coal. Yeah, we're kicking ass. Doing good, guys. Doing good. And probably about... Well, I've been working on the OOB here off camera. Okay. Another important event. Delegation of the Polish minority in Czechoslovakia gave Prime Minister Milan Hozda their request. In the Polish government, is the Polish government supporting the Polish minority in Czechoslovakia? If we can get other nations to press Czechoslovakia, it will allow us to take what we want. Yes, and the Poles end up getting, with the breakup of Czechoslovakia and the occupation by Germany, they end up getting this territory here, which has a large Polish minority in it. Population. Okay. Like I said, things are heating up in Czechoslovakia for sure. The Germans are amping it up tenfold, hundredfold, and one way or another, they are going to get the Sudetenland and Czechoslovakia. And they're encouraging other countries with territorial gains and populations in Czechoslovakia to pressure the Czechs to cede this territory to these nations, to Germany, Poland, Hungary, Romania even. So things are looking grim for the Czechs. I wonder how much the world would have looked or been if the Czechs and their British and French allies wouldn't have said, okay, we'll partition this land to you. I wonder what would have been like if they would have said, Czechs, okay, it's war, we're going to war. You know, shoot to kill, protect yourselves. Would Germany have backed down? Would they have still invaded? Would have Poland been invaded after the conquer of Czechoslovakia? Because the Germans would have won. It would have took them long, you know, a while. They'd have been fighting here for sure. It would have been, and I believe the Polish would have joined in to help the Czechs, because I believe they may have had a diplomatic agreement to protect each other. I'm not for sure. You can look that up yourselves. And, you know, with the German army massed here on the Czechoslovakian border, that would have left, you know, Poland to invade East Prussia and, you know, Silesia of Germany. And then the Germans would have had to dealt with, you know, the French over here along the Maginot Line, possible British intervention and invasions into, you know, northern Germany via the Baltics and or the North Sea here. So, wonder what things would have been like then. It's interesting for sure. I'm gonna probably save this for sure. Okay, Battlefield Concentration Doctrine Advance. Okay, we'll stop that one, and excuse me.
Yeah, we'll go large caliber machine cannons. Yes, that's the one I want. And I'm gonna save. Close that and continue here.
Ghost shows. There's so many ghost paranormal shows on now.
It's not even funny. You guys watch ghost shows like Ghost Adventures and whatnot? I find them funny and at times spooky. Okay, we're almost maxed out on oil here. What do we have here? Ah, yes. Oh. We'll put these guys in keel and... oh, we'll leave him there and we'll hook it up to the U-boat flotilla. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Here are their U-boats, which is controlled by Donets. Yeah, I wonder what it would have been like if the Germans, when they went with Plan Z, had Donitz got his 300 plus U-boats. Would they have been able to choke out the British Isles? It's no doubt they would have put a dent into the shipping, for sure. There would have been starvation events going on in Britain, for sure.
Okay.
Ludendorff's funeral. Ludendorff died at his home in Tutzing on 20 December 1937 at the age of 72. He was given a state funeral organized and attended by Hitler, here he is, who declined to speak at his eulogy. He was buried in Neuer Friedhof in Tutzing, and I believe you can go and see his gravesite today. And what did the Finns want? Finns would like fuel for money. Yes, we will gladly give you fuel for money because you are going to be our ally and we want you to kick ass. And overproduction on consumer goods, and we'll shift that to our production of units and ICs and whatnot. And let's continue. 381, yeah, for sure we'd have been into the 450s for ICs. Would have been over, we would have got this descent, and that would not have been good. I would have been pissed and had to restart it and rage quit BlackIce. They were at 211. Yeah, now we're really starting to produce these units. Good. We need them. Got the Admiral Hipper here, and 4 more months or so. December 26, 1937. Very good. Okay, tactical pilot training and artillery flexibility. Well, let's stop that one. And artillery flexibility. We're gonna stop that one for now. And I'm gonna come over here and do camouflage designs. And let's start working on our other units of air. Okay. Come on, let's go. Yeah, we're almost maxed out on fuel there. Okay, and this is going to change soon, our ICs. In about a couple days, we're going to increase our economic laws back to war economy. Because remember, 36 you're able to go to 400. 37 you can't go over. 36 you can't go over 400. 37 you can't go over 450. 38 you get 650. 39 you get 650 again. And you do not want to go over these because you will get hit with some major, and I mean major dissent and partisan outbreaks. So do not do it. Okay, global game balance, we lost that. This is now affecting us. And nav ground crew training. Okay, we're going to stop that one. And before we do anything else, we are going to go annual espionage focus. Gonna go with economic spying, economic boost. We're gonna go long term. Brandenburg 1 commando unit. Raise the Brandenburgers commando. Units of the Brandenburgers operated on almost all fronts. The invasions of Poland, Denmark, and Norway, the Battle of France, Operation Barbarossa, in Finland, Greece, and the invasions of Crete, Romania, Bulgaria, and Yugoslavia. Some units were sent to infiltrate India, Afghanistan, Middle East countries, and South Africa. They also trained for Operation Felix, the planned seizure of Gibraltar, and Operation Sea Lion. They had stunning successes early in the war, acting as advance units capturing strategic bridges, tunnels, forts, and rail yards in Poland and the Netherlands. You will receive 3 units of Brandenburgers, the first in 1938, the second early 1940, and the last one in the middle of 1940. After being deployed, you will need to give them time to upgrade before they will be fully combat capable. Okay. And they are right here, and we're going to move them to Lubin. Okay, and now let's go Railroad Tycoon. A railway station, Airview Village, costs us 25,000 supplies. We have that, money, and metal. Yes. And again, we're going to come here. We're going to go back up to war economy. And we'll see where we're at here in a moment. Okay, Railroad Tycoon. We get IC efficiency for production and supply throughput. Very good. Gun ability, twin engine planes. And we're going to stop that one. And now we're up to 419. Now we're going to go to annual national focus. And again, we're going to go Reich economics. And you see this time we get 2, 4, 6, 8. We get 8 more. 4 heavy and then 4 regular manufacturing plants. Okay. And continue Luxembourg, no, we do not need your rares. Stop asking.
And we get the Austrian economic miracle. We get plus 5% IC, plus 10% supplies, and plus 3% IC efficiency.
This is why you do not want to annex. Well, one of the reasons you do not want to annex Austria in 1937, because you will get this effect in 38. And if you would annex them in 37, because remember, you can only go to 450 in 1937 with your ICs. So that would definitely put you over the threshold of 450. So that is a no buenos. Okay, we're gonna wait for this national recruiting policy to hit us, the effects of not having the following year picked. And again, we're going to drop this down to probably 105. And again, we're increasing our production to produce these units. And like I said, we'll wait for the national recruiting policy to go for a day and have the events hit us, and then we'll pick it. And you see we're up to 432 with our ICs.
And NRP not selected, so we have these effects affecting us now. And you see we're at 432 the day before, and now we're at 406.
And Italy's no longer receiving that. Okay. United States would like money for rares. Now we'll wait a day and we'll come down here and do national recruiting policy. And remember, Germany is already hampered by manpower issues. That's going to be probably the manpower, fuel, and oil is what's going to kill our campaign. And I prefer a more balancing approach because I don't want these junk troops, and I don't want to put it even more stricter onto our nation. So go with a balanced approach. Okay, yeah, we'll wait on that. And we'll let those go for a day. Reset with the NRP picked. And you see it shows up here. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, NRP not selected. We have lost the effects of the NRP not selected. And now we're back up to 432. No longer receiving these rares from Italy. Reichs Verwaltungsordnungs der NSDAP. Reich Administrative Procedure of the NSDAP. Book by Franz Xavier Schwartz and published Munich Bucherwerk Bauhaus. Mueller and Sons KG, Munich. Schwartz is the Reichsschatzmeister, National Treasurer of the NSDAP. Okay, read it. We gain organization and just a little bit of popularity at the cost of supplies. No. Okay. Let's wait a couple days. Let's see where. Okay, we're at 64 spies. Yeah, let's spy on the United Kingdom and America. Just for like a couple months. No, we'll wait. I would rather get a big. Okay, they need some supplies again. So we'll go ahead and sell it. Oh, they don't want to buy any. No, they don't need any. Okay, what about Turkey? No. Bulgaria, our friends. Bulgaria. Yes, we'll just sell you one. Iraq. You want some supplies? No, Republic of China. Lithuania, our friends. Yes. France. You do not want to buy any Canada. No, you do not want to buy any Yugoslavia. Yes, you will buy some from us. Alright, so where are you at? 489. Okay. Honduras, will you buy some from us? No. Okay, we'll go with that. And we didn't gain a lot. That's alright. Austria, nope. We're gonna steal yours in a bit. Arado AR-79 record flight. Ober-Lieutenant Pulkowski and Lieutenant Genet flying the Arado 79 DEHCR made a history-making and record-breaking non-stop flight between the cities of Benghazi. If you guys aren't aware of Benghazi, that is the large city here that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama allowed our embassy to be attacked and the diplomat there to be physically beaten, raped, and murdered by al-Nusra. Obama and Hillary decided to use al-Nusra as the guard, police force guarding detachment of our military there. I guess they would be military contractors to guard the embassy. They were al-Nusra was our quote, air quotes, friends in the illegal occupation and illegal war of aggression against Libya and Gaddafi, the overthrow of him. So that's where Benghazi is. And Gaia in India with a range of 6,303 kilometers, a new long-haul distance world record. We can use this to improve our relations with Italy, Netherlands, and Australia. This may lead to setting up of air routes for passenger airliners. Arado has needed to develop extended range fuel tanks as well as external fuel tanks to be able to make the long distance flight. Engine reliability needs to be the highest order to be able to make the long duration flight. And we're going to make the flight, and we gain popularity. And from Brandenburger to Bozen and Brindisi to Benghazi to Gaia to Bangkok to Medan and Batavia to Bali to Port Darwin to Sydney. This will show the greatness of the Third Reich, and there's the plane and the pilots and whatnot meeting. And you see we gained a bunch of stuff there. Okay. And no. Nope. 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 And nope. Okay, 274. Yeah. I'd rather start, and I think we need to increase our industry. And let's look at our. Okay. Let's wait a couple days. January 12th. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll wait till the 12th, till those industries are done. IC is done producing. And then we'll add 8 or 9 more. So we can have a lot of IC. And we're no longer receiving money for the fuel we sold Finland. That's alright.
Okay, AFV tracks and suspension. Very good. Small arms is done as well.
Nice. Okay. Where are we at? So we got the flying boat. Let's go nav bomber. And yeah, let's do light cruiser escort roll. And what does Uruguay want? No. Okay, no longer receiving that. Lithuania, no. Latvia. Nope, that's too small for too much money. We're not even getting a full price, a full resource from that. Twin engine Bombay advance, very nice. Okay. We'll do that one. Yeah, we'll do that. And we got some units down here. 25th Infantry Division. Okay. We'll put these guys down here. And we'll give him the... Where did that paper go? Now we're finally getting our... Yeah, we'll give him Klosner. And we'll to the 5th Army Corps. Okay, our infantry units are producing now. Yeah, those will be done soon. No longer receiving rares. Very nice. Not really, but okay. And Nicaragua, Guatemala. Shit, 27,000. Or 27, or minus 27.36. Okay, we... Alright. 16. Well, let's continue this. Alright, so we got industry down now. So let's go ahead and get some more in production. And we'll come here and we'll check all the cities with the heavy industrial capacity. Kiel, Hamburg, Dortmund, Düsseldorf is full, Saarbrücken, Stuttgart, München, Nuremberg. How many do we have? 4, 6, 7. Schweinfurt. Let's go Dresden and Breslau. Yeah, they still have one. And, whoa, we have 3, 6, 9. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get these guys to the top. No. We'll definitely wait on that one. And let's continue this madness of a game. Okay, they canceled the agreement with us. Okay. Reichschancellery der Fuhrer has assigned Reichsar architect Albert Speer, his favorite architect, to build the new Reich Chancellery around the corner on Wasstrasse, a western branch off of Wilhelmstrasse, requesting that the building be completed within a year. Hitler commented that Bismarck's old chancellery was fit for a soap company, but not suitable as headquarters of a greater German Reich. The old Reich Chancellery nevertheless remained his official residence, with its recently refurbished representation rooms on the ground floor and private rooms on the upper floor, where Hitler lived in the so-called Fuhrer apartment. Okay, Spear, build it for me. Costs some money, supplies metal and energy, and a little bit of IC until February. Or negative effects on IC. Yes, he said, let's see the plans and see if we can get it finished on time. Over 4,000 workers will need toiled in shifts, so the work could be accomplished around the clock. Yes, he wants it done and done fast. Let's continue here. Bulgaria. Yeah, we'll buy that little bit from you because we want you to be our buddies.
Okay, supply production advance and industrial efficiency advance.
Okay, well, let's go down here and, well, let's stop supply. Starting in the 40s, industrial efficiency. We're gonna continue that one. And what we are going to do, forward air controller. We want our Stukas to be badass to the bone, and this gets us IC efficiency plus 14% for production. Very good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy it from you guys, just for now. And Turkey, 26 for 20.31. Infantry guns advance, very nice. Stop that one. And gasoline engines advance. Okay. Well, let's come back down here and do artillery flexibility. And yes, we'll do AFVAA weapons. Want our tanks and mechanized infantry to be able to shoot back. Stoyanovich in Berlin. Außen Minister von Neurath hosted diplomatic dinner for Yugoslav Prime Minister Milan Novik. This visit will help our relations with the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. It is tricky to arrange the seating for all the important people. And this is the Yugoslavian Prime Minister, and this is Von Rath. And these are the table outlays, and these are the signatures of all the people there. Okay, we gain relation, and they gain some supplies. Okay, what are we... Oh shit. Damn it, why is Italy canceling us? Sons of bitches.
Okay, infantry AT weapons. We'll stop that one.
And well, let's get working on our armor. And we're now negative 62. Well, let's go a couple days for that. Mass events advance. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Mass events and infantry support weapons. We'll stop that one. And infantry support, we'll stop that one. Medium armor. Well, let's go light and heavy. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, let's continue. And second International Sports Watch. Another great sporting event, and we'll let the games begin. Need to get some more of these resources here. And the Soviets, what do they want? 56. Holy shit. Okay, we have some more units. And we'll give these guys the actual commander of the unit. Alright, where's he at? This guy. Okay. And the Soviets, no, that's too large. Nope. Nope. And nope. And I think we're gonna stop the episode here. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys again soon. And I hope you're having a good weekend, and or you have a good weekend. Bye now.